squirrel's digging his nuts in my tomatoes again. Wow, he's going to be set up for the winter. I know, every time I start filming, all shit's out there, so. Ah, that was a hell of a job. Wow. That squirrel launched from our deck about 12 feet to the bottom of the neighbor's branch. That was crazy. It's a flying squirrel. It's Rocky. Hey everybody, I'm Moody Boo and I am back with another top 5 list. Thanks to you and your requests. Oh, it almost rhymes. So anyway, today, this afternoon, whatever time it is where you are, I thought I'd do a list of 5 of my favorite candy perfumes in honor of Halloween coming up. Because it's all about the candy and the scary. That's all Halloween is to me. Scary movies, eating candy, terrible decisions. So these are 5 that I tried to pick 5 that, because I have others in my collection that are also candied kind of perfumes. But these are 5 that I feel like haven't been on any list, or if they have, it's maybe one list, so that I'm not overlapping a bunch of perfumes on all these lists, because that is a pet peeve of mine in perfume reviewing. Is a reviewer, you know, you look at the thumbnail and they're holding up 5 perfumes of their favorite this list, then 2 weeks later they're holding up 3 that were in this picture are now in this picture of saying top 5 of this list. 2 weeks later, you see another thumbnail holding 5 more up, and there's at least 2 from one of those 2 lists in this list now being displayed. And it's like, yeah, no. I need a little variety in my life, and I'm thinking some of you do as well. So I don't want to just talk about the same perfumes all the time. So these may or may not be my absolute favorite candy perfumes. I'm not going to put them in an order. But these are 5 candy perfumes I have not talked about much, if at all. With an honorable mention. So anybody starting the list, giving it a timestamp, can timestamp it now, because I'm starting with an honorable mention. So this was in my Black Beautiful Bottles video. And, but it really wasn't on a list. It was just part of the black bottles. Anyway, this one is still about half full, I want to say. I don't wear it often because it's a very specific perfume, and that's Donna Karan's Black Cashmere. So, this to me is a spicy black licorice. That's what I get from it. I just love it. I don't know why I don't wear it. Sprayer is good too. I hate the bottle though. It's like a computer mouse, I think. And yeah, it takes up a lot of space. It bugs me. I wish it had a little stand or something to sit in. What does this look like? It looks like a spaceship out of a movie, right? Wasn't there a movie? What was it? War of the Worlds, or Day the Earth Stood Still, or I don't know, but it seems like there was a spaceship that was shaped like this. That squirrel is digging his nuts in my tomatoes again. Wow, he's going to be set up for the winter. I know, every time I start filming, all shit's out there, so. Ah, that was a hell of a job. Wow. That squirrel launched from our deck about 12 feet to the bottom of the neighbor's branch. That was crazy. It's a flying squirrel. It's Rocky. So anyway, spicy black licorice. It's a beautiful perfume. Now, I'm not sure if it still comes in this rendition. It seems like it's in a new bottle now. So a tall, kind of rectangular bottle, I think. Good. I don't know if it's been reformulated though because of that. So I just want to throw that in there, that you might, if you want to smell what I smell with this one, it's probably got to be in this bottle, which I think you can still get. So this is just woody notes and nutmeg, and there's some white pepper, saffron, amber, some florals, some patchouli, vanilla. And it's a hint sweet, but it's this warm, spicy. It reminds me of the holiday season. And to me, the holiday season kind of starts with Halloween, because it's just a hop, skip, and a jump before Thanksgiving, and then another hop, skip, and a flip before Christmas, and then just a hop before New Year's. So, you know, I kind of feel like the holiday season starts in October. And this, it's wonderful. It's just a really lovely, very unisex, pretty good performance with it. Wonderful. I think definitely winter, holiday season kind of a perfume. All right, next. So the next one is, let me see if I say it right, Perlier, or is it Perlier? Shit. Perlier. I just don't know, is it the French pronunciation? Because I think that's Perlier. And if it's not Perlier, Perlier. So anyway, this is the original Caribbean vanilla. Screw the rest. You guys are going to tell me how to say it, I'm sure. So this, to me, it's just vanilla, but it smells like almost a vanilla taffy or a vanilla candy of some kind to me. It's really nice. It's very inexpensive. It's sweet without being cloying. It really doesn't have any smokiness to it, any spiciness to it, any woodiness to it. Now, according to Fragrantica, it's just vanilla that's in there. But I would almost venture a guess that there might be a little hint of floral in there, potentially. Just a hint. Not much. But it's not a baker's vanilla. It's not that kind of a vanilla, because to me, that kind of vanilla has a bit of smoke to it. It's simple, it's yummy, and it's just vanilla. Like I said, a vanilla taffy or a vanilla, you know, hard candy or something. That's what this reminds me of. And the price, you just can't beat the price. So I really want the vanilla and mango, but it's really expensive considering how cheap this was. I was like, I'm paying $150, $200 for a perfume that probably cost $40 when it came out. So anyway, that's it says Martinique. I'm going to go with Perlier Caribbean Vanilla. All right, number 4. But these aren't in order, they're just numbers. This one was in another list a while back, in my boozy list. And this is by Frapin, and this is 1270. Oh. This tastes, there you go. That's the proof right there, because it does. It smells like it would taste if it was a candy. To me, this is like a fruity butterscotch or butter rum lifesaver. That's what it reminds me of, because the butterscotch lifesaver is not the same as the butter rum lifesaver. It does have a hint of boozy-esque-ness in there. And this does too. But this has a hint of fruits in there as well, not just the butterscotchy booziness. Oh. So this is just pineapple and dried fruits and honey and plum and resins and vanillas, and there's some chocolate notes, some woody notes, tonka, some orange spices, some nutty notes, a little coffee, little florals. But honestly, it does not have a huge trajectory in my opinion. When it does dry down, you get a little bit more woody. The booziness kind of dries out, and some of those other base notes kind of come up to meet it. But for me, it's all that fruity butter rum lifesaver, which I adore. Performance sucks. It's like 4 hours or something for this perfume, 4 or 5 maybe, depending on the time of year. It's pretty good year round. I have worn it year round. In the heat though, I think it tends to dissipate a little quicker than it does in a little cooler temperatures. Very unisex. Price is, it depends on where you get it. I think you can get this on discount perfume websites. So you might be able to get it for right around $100. I believe I paid $120. No, when it first came out. This, I think, is my second bottle. It's not that much. Frapin's perfumes are barely mid-range. They're just like over the $100 mark, as I recall. Anyway, yum, butter rum. The next one I have had for a long time. I don't wear it often because the performance isn't great, but I love to smell it because to me it smells like milk chocolate candy, like a Hershey's, you know, one of their little milk chocolate candy bars or something. This smells like that tastes, in my opinion. Oh, with a hint more to it than that. But this is Blue Mediterraneo Mandorlo di Sicilia by Acqua di Parma. And blue glass, yeah. Of course. But this, according to Fragrantica, this is just vanilla, almonds, star anise, some peach, tolu balsam, some orange, musk, ylang ylang, some other white florals, a little bit of woods, a little bit of citrus. But when you first spray it for that first hour, all I get is this wonderful, creamy milk chocolate candy kind of a smell. With there's like this, it's like you're eating that chocolate on a warm day in almost a tropical garden, but you're not getting too much of the flowers, just a hint of it, because there is that hint of floral in there, and there's a touch of fruity too, but it's still just this creamy chocolate, milk chocolate kind of a scent, almost not a white chocolate, but a light milk chocolate. Wow, I'm confusing myself now. What I mean by that is not like a white chocolate, which has a hint of sour to me to it, a hint of tart. Milk chocolate, it's really can be very creamy and sweet and milky, whereas this is a lighter version of that with a bit of florals in there, a little bit of fruit. Oh, it's really a pretty perfume. And the price on this is really good too. You can get this at discount stores. Shoot. I think I've seen it for like $50 or something. And this is, I think it's a 50 ml bottle. It might be a 30. I can't tell, but still really good prices for it. So that is Blue Mediterraneo Mandorlo di Sicilia by Acqua di Parma. Next. It should be no surprise there's a Hilde on the list. A Hilde on the list. Hey, a Hilde on the list. Hey. Yep. Hilde Soliani, SensHilde. And this one is Crema de Latte. And this has been on a list too. I believe it was my coffee and milk and coffee video. Because this, even though there's no coffee in this, to me it smells like a very milked up sweet cup of coffee. I mean, like you just only have a quarter of coffee in there, and then the rest is this wonderful milky sweet delicious poured over the top. And then it turns into, to me, it's like it loses the liquefied aspect of it, that real milky coffee, light coffee, creamy kind of a smell. And when it dries down, there isn't much of a trajectory, but when it dries out, it almost becomes candied. So it kind of reminds me of one of those like a taffy, or one of those chewy candies that is milk and coffee kind of a thing. It's not the heavy mocha flavor. It doesn't have chocolate in it or anything. It's just a sweet milk with a little bit of coffee kind of a smell. And then, like I said, when it dries out, it becomes candied because the liquid isn't there as much anymore. It's just left with that candy at the bottom of the cup. Doesn't that sound appetizing? Crema de Latte is milk and caramel and sugar, vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of lemon. I don't get much of the cinnamon, and I don't get any lemon that I can really detect. And I think I get that coffee note because of the caramel and the milk, the sugar, the vanilla. It's like when you go order a mocha or a latte or anything like that at a coffee stand. And, you know, they have all those flavors lined up behind them. This is like if you took a caramel and a vanilla coffee mixer, mixed it with the milk, but you just forgot to put the coffee in. That's kind of what I get. And because your brain fills in the voids, I think that's why I smell coffee in there, is because I'm expecting coffee in there. And this delicious, beautiful perfume, mid-range. Her perfumes run like 140 to 160 a bottle, and I believe these are 100 mLs. She has changed the bottles so they don't look like this anymore, but the price is, I think, the same. And the name of her company, I don't think anymore, is Hilde Soliani Perfume. I believe it's SensHilde. And these are what the new bottles. This is my latest bottle from Hilde. So, and the last one should be no surprise. I adore this perfume by Kimberly, New York, and that's Art Color Love. Hello, Watermelon Jolly Rancher. This is just, and this Kimberly, New York, that I can see is not on Fragrantica. And on her website, it says just fresh watermelon, Jamaican ginger, and mint iced tea. Now, I don't get a lot of mint. This is very refreshing. It's very invigorating. It's sweet with that hint of watermelon tart that you get, especially when you get close to the rind. When she says fresh watermelon, she nailed it. It is fresh watermelon, fresh, ripe watermelon. Much like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It reminds me so much of it, but it also reminds me, it's candied, but it doesn't have that really intense sweetness that a candy can have. Oh, and I think the ripe watermelon is still a sweet watermelon, the note that they're using. That ginger gives it a hint of flair, a hint of the zip, a little bit of tang to it. And I think that's why I get the Jolly Rancher vibe from it, is because of the ginger. Because you know those Jolly Rancher candies don't necessarily smell true to a watermelon because they're sweeter and they got that little bit of zip to them. That's what this reminds me of. It's just a much lighter version. Performance on this is anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. It projects pretty good. It's not too bad. It's about elbow's length, sometimes arm to elbow when you first spray it, and then it comes a little closer. Price is outstanding for this monster, beautiful glass, frosted glass bottle. A little window through there. Hello. So, and I believe, yeah, this is 100 mLs as well. So, but as far as I know, you can only get these on Kimberly, New York's website, and I will put a link below. All right, so that was 5 of my favorite with an honorable mention. Candy perfumes in honor of Halloween. October's my favorite month due to Halloween. I love scary movies. I love anything haunted. I love anything zombie. I love anything vampiric. I love anything werewolf, lichen, fairy. I don't care. Give it all to me. It's the month. It's time to get busy and get scared. All right, so that's about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ding the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your own nose. Happy Halloween. Peace.